Hello everybody, testing 1, 2, 3. We're live again, live streaming. This is like next level stuff. Right, let me get some links sent out and then we will be getting on board. Qualifying is about to start and then I'll talk you through what the plan is and we'll go from there. So that's that. Posted in the group chat. Let's get to next gen racing. We're live. That's the GP circuit. I've got no viewers yet, so we're all good. NGR VW Cup. So, I've currently got 10 drivers in the lobby, so it should be a decent turnout tonight. Okay, so yeah, like I said, welcome back to the Next Gen Racing VW Cup. We're here at the Nürburgring GP circuit in these cars, and proves to be a very interesting series to follow. So, last week at the Red Bull Ring, obviously we weren't able to live stream. I've now managed to fix that. Woohoo! Drop a party emoji in the chat if you're up for some live streaming fun. JPH99, how are you, mate? I'm just going to check my volume so you'll hear me in the background. Some live streaming. Yeah, there we go, you can hear me. It's awesome. Right, I'm really glad to be back live streaming, mate. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really happy to be back with you guys on a live stream. I think we're just waiting for one driver. Just 1 second. Right, yeah, so like I said, Nürburgring GP always proves to be an interesting circuit. It's one that traditionally people struggle to overtake on, but you tend to find in these sort of spec series you do get closer racing just as a result of the nature of the driving. Sort of table standings at the minute, and don't forget we've got drop scores to factor in. Currently Fraser is in the lead of this one with 68 points. Saxo, who was just joined just in the nick of time, with 64. Fourfish with 48, Lightblade 43, and Joe Winnett is in 5th with 35. That's the only sort of scores I've had reported to me at the minute. There are no doubt other drivers. As Greener Army starts qualifying, spectate. Lovely stuff. So we've got 10 minutes qualifying to look forward to now, and then we'll do a 20-minute race. During qualifying I'll sort of talk you through so I'll talk you through what you're in for if you're new to this. So the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice already that we're in VW Sciroccos. All these VW Sciroccos run the exact same power and the exact same weight. There is no sort of car advantage per anyone. It is purely driver skill. Same with tyres as well, so that all the guys run the same sort of tyres. As we just have a look. So Jordan's told me I need to go on his car and look backwards. So I'm trying to do that, Jordan, but for some reason my keyboard controls mess up. Hey, rocking the CJW Racing logo, you absolute hero. Is Saxo in? Is Saxo entered? Has he entered? He's not. Saxo's not entered. Right, we need to sort this out. We might have to cancel qualifying. But while we're doing that, let's have a look at current championship leader Saxo. Sorry, F124YS. I think we might be abandoning quali. Yeah, Fraser's just gone into chat mode. Restart. I think we're on about a restart for. Have a look. All the guys are out, but they're on hot laps. So they're not on hot laps or anything, so we're not ruining anyone's day by restarting. We're only literally missing it by a minute or two. we'll just wait and see what happens, because I've got a good feeling we're going to end up restarting this. It's a good opportunity for me. So I've got some pasta and pepperoni I need to eat, because I've just been to the gym. It's going to be baking hot and all, isn't it? It's literally going to be the same temperature as the sun, so I've just cooked it. Yeah, we're cancelling. Okay. Bigsy's left the room. What are you doing, Bigsy? Come on, get back. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Right. How's the stream doing? 1 minute. 3 viewers. Bloody hell. Not BBC, this. More views than Channel 5. Right. If you're watching, how are you doing? If you're racing and you're waiting for quali, just drop me a little bit of a message to say you're here, and I'll make sure we check in on you on the reg. Just waiting on 2 guys following orders, and then we'll be underway. Can't get back in. No, you won't be able to, Haas. You won't be able to. Oh, Shadow Stalker, bloody hell. Where's Shadow Stalker gone? For God's sake. I'm going to have to wait for Shadow Stalker to rejoin. Wait, come on. Right, hands up, boys. Let's get going. Let's do some qualifying. Right, so I'll use this bit of lull in action to sort of talk you through what this what's the word? What this series is all about. So we have the VW Sciroccos. They weigh 1,050 kilos. They have 358 brake horsepower. They are restricted to racing soft tyres only. They have already completed 5 rounds. So we're nearly halfway through. I think there's 12 in total. So this is round 6 at Nürburgring GP. Last time out we had the Red Bull Ring Short, which, as you know, was in the wet, which produced some interesting racing last time out. I thought it was, yeah, very fun. I think Burntfire was pretty much involved in every single battle there was to have. We're going to have a 10-minute quali session, then we'll have a 20-minute race. Obviously, the qualifying dictates a grid for the race. There's no reverse race or anything like that. It's just a nice short, straight to the point race. This, what I quite like about the VW Cup, because it's literally qualify race done. There's no messing about. There's no strategy. There is no messing about with pits or anything like that. It is literally just a case of getting your car, drive, which I like. I really enjoy it, and the guys that run it do a really good job of keeping the entertainment going and keeping it interesting, because it is easy without strategy for it to bore some drivers. But like, you've got drivers like Saxo, Fraser, Joanna get involved in like everything, and they're constant. They show up every week without fail. It's great to see. So big credit to all the drivers that do this, because of course it gives me something to talk about. So let's crack on with quali then. If you hear some weird sounds in the background, I'm just trying to eat a pasta bake. Don't hate. So the one difference with this, I guess, is the liveries. So they don't have to run sort of assigned liveries. They can run essentially whatever liveries they want. Last time out, Saxo and someone else had matching liveries, which was a bit weird to see. Most of the guys take the opportunity to, like Lightblade that we're looking at, most of them take the opportunity to support a sponsor or a cause. So Lightblade is obviously running Thrustmaster, Excite liveries all over his car, because that's who sponsored Next Gen. He's also rocking the CJW Racing livery on there as well. Love your work, mate. JPX99. Jordan, there'll be a link to his channel in the description below once the live stream's finished, and I've got opportunity to do that. He's rocking the Cancer Research livery on the car. He's also got the CJW Racing logo on there. Well designed livery, that. It really does look good. Jordan also does his commentary mainly on Project Cars 2. So if you love your commentary stuff and you love your Project Cars 2, then Jordan's channel is well worth checking out. KZ2 Haas has a nice burnt orange sort of livery on that, bit of Rockstar on it, and yeah, that's a nice looker as well. Union Jack flags splattered all over the roof. Fraser, it looks like a Sport Pesa racing car, but I guarantee you this is a tribute livery for Antoine Hubert. He's good. I think he's running this all season as well, so all credit to him. Just have another bite of me pasta, and then we'll follow some hot laps around. Out laps at the minute, so there's not really much going on. And then Fourfish has the matte black Fourfish Designs livery on his car. So Fourfish is well and truly in the championship hunt. A very fast driver. So can he put an upset against this man? This man, as we know, has always got pace. If you remember the Suzuka race, he was right there as well. This guy loves a battle. Lightblade is someone we know is quick. We've just not seen a lot of him because I think he has missed a couple of rounds. Never discount Saxo. Never ever ever discount Saxo. Of course, won the last time out at Red Bull Ring. Shadow Stalker, he's always there thereabouts as well. Reno Army and Mad Marshall are our resident mobile chicanes. No, they're not the good lads. Big Z, we haven't seen too much of Big Z. He's been involved in a lot of battles though throughout the time, and Joanna is also someone we know who has pace to go with it. So, as Fourfish approaches the Schumacher S's for the first time in a hot lap, of course we haven't really got anything with sector times to report on, so it's just a case of waiting for them to get over the line. So we'll see how he does. So he's going to set us our first sort of benchmark time, and everyone else will follow in. Now Fraser, of course, the benefit of being behind and getting a little bit of slipstream as well, so maybe that will help him out. He's probably a bit too far back to getting a genuine tow out of this one, to be fair. So Fourfish, really lumping those chicanes, you can do that. As long as you keep two wheels on the red and white, you'll be absolutely fine. As he rounds the last corner for the first time, gets on the power nice and early. What's the time going to be? He's going to put in a 2:02. Fraser with a 2:01, immediately goes pole. KZ2 Haas goes 2:02. Jordan 2:02. Lightblade 2:02. What's Saxo going to do? Saxo puts in a 2:02.5. That's a good lap as well. So, yeah, we're going to see the next times be set by Shadow Stalker. Shadow Stalker is going to give us a 2:06. Mad Marshall closely followed by Big Z, 2:06, 2:03 respectively. Green Army with a 2:09, and Joanna puts in a 2:02.3, so that's a good lap. So the best lap out of all this belongs to Fraser at the minute, 7 tenths up on the rest with a 2:01.5. We'll jump on board with one of the drivers in a minute for a lap of the Nürburgring GP circuit. Let me eat my pasta mate first. Normally do that right at the end, I think, so it makes sense. So Fraser then going even quicker. Fourfish has mirrors full of this guy. So all Fourfish is serving to do at the minute is pull him along. Fourfish and Lightblade very close for that second spot, so the honour of joining him on the front of the grid. Fraser gives him a bit of a flash of the lights. I'm coming. Is this going to hinder Fraser's lap? I'm not too sure. Fourfish under absolutely no obligation to get out of the way, by the way. They're both on hot laps. This may have done him a favour. Fraser nearly runs it wide. Doesn't want to give him the slipstream. So Fourfish does improve, but Fraser does as well. So Fraser was a 2:01.1, an absolutely storming lap. Right, so let's go on board with this one. We'll go on board with John. So, fellow commentator, as it comes down to the Castrolus. So he's got to improve on a 2:02.5. Yeah, so you sort of trail break through, light throttle all the way around this light end with the Mercedes arena. You can run this ride again as long as you keep it. As long as you keep it on the red and white. Probably goes a little bit deep here for my liking. You really want to be all over that curb on the left hand side. Can be a bit earlier on the power here as well. Comes down in towards the Ford curve as he backs off. Yeah, he's going to let Saxo go by. Probably a sensible decision, so he's going to abandon this lap, but we'll stay on board with him anyway. So yeah, like I said, down the Ford curve, down towards Dunlop. Again, if you've got the slipstream here, you can really benefit from it because it's downhill, so you're going blooming quick anyway. A couple of different ways to take this corner, and we might see that in action in the race. You can V or U it, and I'll probably try and explain what that means a little bit later on if we see it in action. Does he lift for the Schumacher S's? A little bit of a lift just before you hit the apex on the left-hander. Braking just after you come onto the bridge. You really want two wheels all over the green AstroTurf on the left to get the maximum lap time. Straight back over to the left, a little bit of a lift, downshift, power out all the way. As you come out a bit. Come through outs and backs. All over the curves, just maximise the track limits. Jordan's probably not going to attack through here, but you want to be braking at about 100 metres all over the curbs. And then coming up towards the Coca-Cola curve, the last turn, all over the curb on the left hand side on entry. Brake run it as close as you dare to this wall on the inside and power out as soon as you dare. So this isn't going to be a great lap time for JPX99, but he's going to have time to put another one in. He's of course going to have Saxo in front of him as well. Saxo of course now second on the grid, having set a 2:01.2 the lap before. He's a 10th behind our protagonist Fraser. And these are the two in the championship battle. Saxo does just make a bit of a mess of turn one, so he's not going to be improving his time, I'm afraid. It's going to be up to someone else to knock Fraser off the top spot. Shadowstock puts a nice lap in a 2:04. Mad Marshall follows him with a 2:05. So all times pretty close here. Let's follow Light Blade round for a little bit then, and just see what's going on. Is anyone on a hot lap? Let's have a look. KZ2 Hassler looks like he's really pushing. He's got minute gaps. He's 3.7 temp. Well, he's nearly 4 temps up on his best lap, so he could pit Light Blade. Probably a bit too far away from Saxo's time at the minute, but if he storms his last sector, he's potentially in there. So let's follow KZ2 Hassler around for a minute. Who else is due to set a lap time? So Fraser's going to be the next one to set a lap. And we'll follow the rest of the guys as they come through. I'm hovering to come back to KZ2 because I know he's going to be quick. So right, that's it, qualifying over. So if you're on a hot lap now, this will count. But you can't start a fresh lap now. So Fraser, does he abandon it? He does. Let's follow KZ2 Haas round then. We knew he was on a hot lap. We'll see if Fourfish can improve ahead. Fourfish does improve. KZ2 Haas, unfortunately, he's going to get pipped away. He puts himself back up straight away with a 2:01.7. That's a great lap. That lap by two sets a 2:01.9 just behind him. Joanna's coming through. Is Joanna? He's setting personal best sectors. So the timer now is going to let these guys run out and see if any of them can improve their times. So Joanna's going to try and get a little bit of tow from Mad Marshall up ahead. Really nice line through the Coca-Cola curve at the end. He's going to get the tow all the way to the line. Pull out potentially at the last minute. Joanna does improve, but it's not enough. No one else really out on our lap. There is Shadow Stalker out. and that is it. So we'll just see what Shadow Stalker can do. I think he's the next one due to cross the line. He'll get enough time. He's down on his time though at the minute. Yeah, and he's not pushing either. He is not pushing at all. Green Army, however, is. So hopefully Shadow Stalker doesn't get in his way. I think that's your order. Yeah. Green Army's not going to improve that one, I'm afraid. So as your poleman, Fraser with a 201.1. Superb Black a 10th ahead of Saxo behind, who put in a 201.2. Fourth fish will line up third. We've got 201.5. KZ2 Haas with that great lap at the end, the 201.7. So he's gonna keep four fish company on the second row of the grid, and there is always opportunities to overtake into turn one here. Light Blade in fifth on the third row of the grid, kept company by Joanna, two very close times there with a 201.9 and a 202.0. And Jordan and Biggsy occupy the next row of the grid, and there's your standings confirmed. So not a lot of time separating a lot of the guys at the top, so we should see some close action in this one. I haven't checked comments, you know. You can tell I've not live streamed for a while. I'm all over the place. Yeah, Jordan, love the livery, mate. How you doing, Burnt Fry? Yeah, come on, let's be nice, turn one. I'll put my pasta bait down for a minute. Who's that stalled? KZ2 has stalled on the line, so he didn't get away well at all. Got my finger on the replay marker. So we just see everyone looks to be getting through. Looks like Jordan's gone a little bit wide, but doesn't look like everyone survived turn one, which is always nice to see. So Fraser is starting to escape into the lead, but Saxo clean out behind him as well. Light Blade's going for a move on four fish, but four fish going to have the inside line for the next turn, which is the one where you really want to be getting the move done. So he's kind of had to back out of that one for now. Biggsy in the background looks to be going for a move on Joanna, and it looks like he's going to get that one done. Nice and respectful between these guys, but Joanna isn't letting him have the place easy and will go for the move back. It's going to force Biggsy wide, compromise his line. Joanna's going to have the inside line then for the hairpin. That's the line one. Sorry, I thought he heard something. Oh, KZ2 Haas goes really wide. He's not had the best start as KZ2 Haas. He's struggling. Potentially struggling with high temp. Jordan is all over him. KZ2 Haas potentially runs him out of road there. Goes slightly defensive. Yeah, Jordan probably sensibly backs out of that one. Probably more of an opportunity to get a slipstream down into turn one anyway. Fraser and Saxo battling hard. So yeah, Saxo's all over the back of Fraser here. This is a prime overtaking opportunity for the lead of the race. Of course, that's like one out of the way. Let's see what happens here. Fraser goes defensive. He doesn't have Saxo the long way around. Saxo probably on the brakes a little bit early, going for the switch back. No, he's not, but four fish and Light Blade behind him battling hard as well. Light Blade just keeping his nose in. So good racing all over the place, to be fair. Yeah, really good racing for all these guys. Maximising track limits throughout the place as well. Saxo currently is the fastest man on track. Let's just follow the action as it goes round. So top four, really battling hard. Seems to be little pockets of action going on throughout the field. There's little fights between them all. So you got Biggsy versus Joanna, you got Fraser versus Saxo, you got Light Blade versus Fourfish, KZ2 Haas versus Jordan. Like I So Jordan likes a fight. It's gone on further down the back of the grid. Back of the grid sort of split out a little bit now. They're a little bit more separated, so for now we'll just keep an eye on the action at the front. We're 2 laps into this, boys. I've not had to hit the replay marker yet. What are you doing? Come on. Someone hit someone off. It's all a bit too sensible for my liking. You're racing too well. So Fraser's view back is getting a little bit bigger, so he's starting to pull away from Saxo now. Saxo just close that gap slightly coming into the braking zone. That's maybe a trick of the eye, is it? As it increases the gap on him. Nearly a second now, but Saxo is going to be in suck zone for the straight. Everyone taking that last corner lovely there, but they're all going to give each other a little bit of a tow. Right then, what's going on? Anything? Is anything happening on track? It's just racing too nicely. Yeah mate, I'm good, but I'm good. I'm glad now I've got this sorted out. It was the bane of my fucking life for bloody ages. It's good to finally be able to hop on this. Notification heaven right now, but I'll ignore all that for the sake of racing. Saxo and Fraser then, still battling hard. I think everyone in the field is starting to settle a little bit now. This is a bit disappointing. Looking back from Fraser's car, you can see the order that everyone's sort of fallen into. Everyone's sort of like half a second away from each other. So Nürburgring's not the easiest track to make a move on. This sort of very tricky sector 2 is, you make a mistake, you make it easy, and there's a lot of opportunity to make a mistake. But yeah, it's not the easiest track to get around someone on. Look back from Saxo's car. Saxo's got a whole herd of cars behind him. Potentially having to worry about them a little bit more than being able to focus on Fraser getting away up in front. The closest battle on track is these two, so Joanna and Jordan. So Joanna's going to be in position to make a move. Jordan's taking a bit deep. But Joanna's not going to be able to make a move into the corner curve. So I'm going to have a bit more pass debate while I wait for this all to blow over. I've got to admit, boys, you're racing too well. It's too clean. Just keep an eye on this Jordan and Joanna battle for now, just while I finish off my pass debate. It's starting to go cold. And now we'll be fully with you. Right, done, I'm back. Okay, so Jordan's really having to defend now. You can see how much time this is costing to the cars ahead. 2.9 seconds now is the gap to KZ2 Haas in 5th. Because Jordan's just having to worry about Joanna constantly. So Joanna just full on attack dog mode right now. And if he's going to get this move done, he needs to get in sharpish. Doesn't want to lose too much ground to the pack in front, who are really starting to battle by looks of things. So like Blade and Fourfish are probably the next guys on track ready to make a move. We'll check back in on them a little, so we'll take an opportunity. It looks like the guys behind have started to settle down a little bit. Fourfish is going defensive. Manages to keep that place. But Light Blade's going to be a really good overtaking opportunity. Like I said, this is just letting Saxo and Fraser escape a little bit. Sort of the same as Jordan and Joanna are doing behind. It's just letting everyone just sort of filter out into little groups. yeah, so Jordan and Joanna really close together on track still. Does anyone manage to get any moves made? Not so far. Lightblade does poke his nose out. Lightblade does get the move done on Fourfish. We've marked that, and we may go back and have a look at that from Lightblade's perspective, because that looked like a really nice move. Joanna's still not found a way past JPH99, and all this. In fact, let's just have another check on that guy. Up to 3 seconds now. Biggsy's now caught up with this. Meanwhile, let's go back and have a look at the Lightblade situation, because Fourfish is wanting to get back past him. Let's go back and have another look at the overtake. So yeah, just gets in the slipstream. Just see his braking zone just later on the brakes than Fourfish was, and to be fair, I think Fourfish let him have that in a way, because Fourfish was really early on the brakes and didn't need to be that early on the brakes. So potentially looking to get that move, get that place back. Sometimes it's easier if someone is quicker than you just to let them go. You're only going to lose time to the guys up ahead. Fraser, sorry mate, you're not getting a lot of coverage. You and Saxo are steaming away with this one. I will keep coming back to checking on you guys from time to time. The battle note is the battle for third. Lightblade, Fourfish and KZ2 Haas now involved in this one. Joanna's found a way past Jordan. Sorry, I keep calling him Jordan. He is Jordan, but we're used to Jordan, aka Burnfly, who isn't racing tonight for whatever reason. Burnfly, if you're in the chat, let me know why you're not racing, you hobo. The only reason I'm live streaming again, mate, is so I can start giving you some absolute abuse. Otherwise, what's the point? There's literally no point. Right. I think it makes sense to just follow whoever's going to start making an overtake into T1 there. So we come aboard Lightblade. Is anyone going to make a move? No, Fourfish doesn't go for that one. Look back from Joanna's car. Jordan gets a really good braking zone into that, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah, so the field is starting to spread now. Fraser and Saxo, the one little mistake between any of these two, and that's race defining for either of them. They are that equally matched. They're pretty much lapping within a tenth of each other as well, which is good to see. Lightblade pulled a half-second gap over Fourfish. I say gap, it's not really much of a gap, is it? KZ2 Haas now firmly involved in that fight as well. Joanna has managed to drop Jordan by a little bit. Jordan's probably worried about Bigsy too much. Shadow Stalker sort of running his own race at the minute. He's got sort of 10 seconds either side of him, doesn't have to worry about anyone. Same sort of stuff for Mad Marshall, got an absolutely huge gap to Green Army, who's off building sandcastles, just off turn 1. Somewhere, Saxo's made a mistake. He's made a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Note this down. He's lost time somewhere, and so has Lightblade made a mistake as well, because Fourfish is now all over him like a fat kid on a cupcake. Going down Hats and back. A good prime overtaking opportunity is this. So we're going to have a look at Fourfish potentially getting this move done. Lightblade goes defensive, he's going to force him around the outside. Fourfish backs out of that one. Potentially going for the better run down into turn 1. Got no PlayStation Plus. Fair enough. Fair enough, mate. Absolutely fair enough. Alright then, so Fourfish, what you got, mate? Are you gonna have Bobby back? So Lightblade goes defensive into turn 1. Fourfish probably would be wise to get on the brakes a fraction and then go for the switchback. That's exactly what he's doing. Unfortunately, it's going to put him on the outside for turn 2, but again, a good switchback here can see you in a prime spot for the tight, twisty middle sector. Lightblade though, car placement superb by Lightblade there, just puts his car in the right place at the right time. Just Fourfish then hasn't got anywhere to use his extra speed out of corners when he's going attacking mode. This is the battle we want to be focusing on right now. It also looks like Jordan and Bigsy behind are starting to get a little bit frisky. We will keep an eye on that, but right now the battle for third is where it's at. Back next week, Burnfly. Good man, good man, good man, good man. Do you not buy your PlayStation Plus in bulk? What do? Do you buy it every month? Is that... Isn't it very expensive if you do that? I've always thought it was anyway. So, Fraser's made a mistake somewhere along the line because Saxo's on his backside. So they're back together. They haven't got to worry about third because, well, these guys are battling like it's the Battle of Hastings in 1066. And, yeah, basically just making life hard for each other. JPA99 and Big Z, nice and close as well. Okay, battle for third, last podium position. Who's going to come out top on this one? So Lightblade gets a good run out of that corner. Yeah, looks like he might be safe. These Sciroccos aren't the most aero efficient, and therefore the slipstream effect doesn't work that well on them. You can get some slipstream and you've got a long straight. But, oh, somewhere there's been an overtake. I've replay marked this. I want to go back as far as I can. Yeah, looks like it was down into turn 1. So I missed that. Do apologise, I was too busy focusing on the battle for third that I missed the overtake for the lead. But no doubt that's probably going to come under contention again. Fraser is all over Saxo. Suddenly this race has come to life, there's action all over the place. Fraser goes for a move. Saxo is going to defend that. He's not going to let Fraser off that one easy, but up the Schumacher as they go, and Fraser's potentially going to put himself in a position to make a move at the chicane at the top of the hill. Meanwhile, Lightblade 4 Fishing KZ2 has still embroiled in a battle. This is starting to bring Joanna back into play as well. The more these guys fight, the more everyone else can catch up to them. You can see they're lapping in the 202s. Getting close up here, innit? So Fraser, can he get a better run out of the last turn? He can indeed. Does Saxo go defensive though? That's the next question. It doesn't look like he's going to bother. Is he going to let Fraser take this place, or is he going to go for the switchback? Looks like he's going to go for the switchback. Great racing, lads. That's Fraser back up into the lead. Saxo's not going to let him have it easy. As we've seen, these guys, they do race hard, but it's incredibly fair. Somewhere in the mid-pack battle, 4 Fish has lost out to KZ2 Haas, but I have missed that because I'm looking at this battle. So there's been an overtake somewhere along the line. 4 Fish has lost out of that. We'll check back in on that and see how that progresses. Fraser and Saxo battle has calmed down ever so slightly. Lightblade's now been able to escape from the clutches of KZ2 Haas and 4 Fish, who are now embroiled in a bit of a separate battle. 4 Fish just sends it. We'll go and have another look at that one from on board 4 Fish's car. Made the apex, but there was a bit of contact. Make of that what you will. But for now he's up into 4th, so again he can get back on the attack for Lightblade. Fraser and Saxo are still close together, so these guys aren't settling off anytime soon. So I'm trying to multitask, got other things going on. Yeah, I get it every month and it's more expensive than the yearly one. Yeah, but I guess buying it like in bulk That ain't cheap, is it? It's like 50 quid or something. I do it on a 3-month rolling thing, just because that's how I set it up, and I've never been bothered to change it. It's just sort of stayed that way. So Fraser then has to go defensive into turn 1. You know what? All the way through this race I've been busy looking at all the action, and I've forgot to look that this is probably the last lap as well. 1 minute 25 left, and they've only just, this is the last lap. So this is literally now biting finish. Fourth, she's got back up into 4th by looks of things, and has dropped KZ2 House. But like I said before, Joanna was right involved in this, and if you're going to make a move, you make it now. Now's the time to send it. KZ2 House, a little bit of a door bang, but is Joanna going to get back involved in this? No, he backs out. There's too much going on for me to cover all of it. Lightblade won out of all that, so well done to Lightblade, but Fourfish now has got real pressure on from behind, because these boys want past him fast. Bigsy and Jordan still going at it as well, but for now it's well worth keeping an eye on Fraser and Saxo, the battle for the lead. Pretty much the entire race these two have been half a second apart from each other for the last 20 minutes. So if these guys are going to make a move, they're going to have to make it now, all the while I'm keeping an eye on the sectors and stuff behind them, just to see if any moves are being made. It's still very close, like 3rd to 8th, just covered by like half a second. It's really, really close in the midfield again. So Fraser's got a 5/10 gap as he goes into the last big braking zone of the circuit. As long as he gets through this cleanly, Saxo just try and intimidate him off track. Last corner then of the last lap. So Fraser's got this one in the bag, provided he gets round the last corner. He does, well done. I say well done to him like he's not a good driver. Well done Fraser. You know what, I'm going to come back to this, but we've got to check out this replay marker because there's something going on there. Fourfish Briggs Hope 4th, KZ2 Haas in 5th, JPH and Bigsy separated by 1/10 of a second, I think, something along those lines. Let's go back and have another look at this. Yeah, so Fourfish just had to go defensive. Right then, so Fraser and Saxo. Now in the lobby before, Fraser said he wanted to beat him on track fairly, and that was probably about as close to on track and fair as you're ever going to get. Battled throughout the entire race, these two, never more than a second apart from each other, most of the time half a second. Kept it clean throughout, lovely battling. Hats off to you boys, it was a really, really good and entertaining race. Lightblade just kept calm, I guess. Let's quit out and go to the lobby. Wow. Wow. Fourfish, that was naughty. Yes, it was. It was naughty, like proper naughty. Yeah. Well, he's just tapped in. Lads, just what a race! What an absolute race that was. Like, I was a bit sceptical about Nürburgring on the fact that every single race I've had on here, it's just been difficult to get past people, and especially when you're in the same car. But when you get this calibre driver in the lobby together, I mean, like we saw at the end, you know, Fraser and Saxo sort of disappeared into their own race, but from 3rd to 8th was like a second. Coming over the line, it was actually quite hard to cover, because after 20 minutes of racing, they were all still together again. So there was loads of moves going off throughout the whole thing. My pasta bake was delicious, if you're wondering as well. I have to eat within a certain time, or it's just not worth it. Yeah, just wow, brilliant racing from you lads. So that's it for this round of the NGR VW Cup. I'm just going to pull up my info screen and I'll tell you where we're at next and what we're doing. So next time we're at Sardegna Road Track B. That's the one that sort of looks like Catalonia. That should be a good race actually, because I've raced there a couple of times. It's quite an interesting track. It's quite a new track as well, so not everyone's going to be 100% confident with it. And then after that it's Scuba, and that's the one where you can't qualify. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay, one sec. Let's just have a look. What are we doing? Yeah, right, okay. Let me just give a congrats, as I forgot to do it. Congrats to Saxo, Fraser, Lightblade. Yeah, that's about it. There's nothing else to say other than what an effing race. It was just entertaining throughout the whole thing. Quite hard to cover the whole thing as well. Did you see his move? Right, let's get this finished. So I'm just going to catch up with things. Good racing, for fish, keep it on. It was really good racing. So it was very clean. Yeah, it was very clean throughout it. Everyone. Turn 1 was caught napping. Yeah, I thought it was. I'm pretty sure it was a turn 1 move, but I'd have to watch the stream back and let you know. But I think I did catch a little bit of it on stream. Right then, so that's it. I will I'll back out of this. JPX99, thanks for the commentary, very good to listen to whilst driving. Oh, don't listen to me while you're driving, mate. Bloody hell, you fall asleep. I'm not going to lie, Jordan, not my finest time, because I was eating a pasta bake the entire way through, and I've only just put my daughter to bed, and she was banging around in the room next door, so I was kind of put off the entire way. But it is good to be back doing this sort of stuff live. I enjoy it more. It's less effort as well, because when I was doing it last time, I'm not even going to go into it because it'll make me mad. So obviously we'll be back with the Scirocco's next Thursday, so come back for that. That's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, all that jazzmatazz, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.